But now, here's the message I want to talk about at the grassroots level. As I said, club presidents, academy owners, players, coaches, moms and dads, listen up. There was a tweet that I read, I think it was yesterday, and it was bang on. And it was from Mario Montoliani. And he said it perfectly. We are all to blame for the past failures. All of us, myself included. He's bang on. We're in 2017 now. We need to work together. We need to put our political differences aside. We need to put our egos aside. We need to put all this anger and hate. I've showed it sometimes here too. I'm going to put it aside. And we need to be transparent. We need to work together. We need to help one another. We need to listen to one another. We need to exchange ideas with one another. We need to leave the door open to work with one another and say, no, it's my way or the highway, Anthony, or no, it's this way, and if you don't like it, too bad. We need to get rid of that attitude. We need to have a look in the mirror and say, okay, here's where we're at. And it's not somewhere we should really be at in this country of ours and each individually in the provinces that we're at. We should be farther ahead, and we're not. We're doing okay, and we're starting to climb slowly, but it's a steep hill we're trying to climb. But we need to climb it all together, and we need to work all together, and we need to stop working in different silos. We need to work in one silo, one voice, one silo, but we need to listen to one another. And we might not all agree with one another, but we need to come together once and for all as a country, as provinces, as people that care about the game. Because if we don't do that, then we're going to continuously fail. We're going to continuously be bickering. We're going to continuously have political games. We're going to continuously have he said, she said. We need to stop that. I've come to a conclusion at the end of this weekend, talking to someone that's real important to me and my family as well, that it's not my battle. It's our battle. And it's not really a battle. It's something that we need to work together on. It's a struggle, yes, for all of us included, but it's a struggle we can overcome. And how do we do that? It's simple. Communication has to be key. Giving and taking has to be important. Listening, digesting is a must. Not closing the doors is key. Understanding what the consumer wants. Understanding what the club presidents need and want. Understanding that community that you're in and what their needs and wants are. Understanding the academy owner and what they have at stake and how important their voice also is in all this. We need to band together once and for all. We need to stop saying, you're wrong, I'm right. This isn't the way I want to see it, this is the way. I'm guilty of that. And I want to come out and say we need to stop, all of us. And I'll tell you this as I close it out. If we don't listen to one another, if we don't digest, if we don't reason with common and cool heads, then we're not going to get anywhere. And we might as well then once and for all just say we're just a recreational country and we enjoy the sport and we're all fine with that and let's leave it be and move on. But we're not. And I believe we're not. We got great talent here. Unbelievable young, middle-aged coaches that want to do much, much more, that care about the game. Unbelievable volunteers at the club level. Academy owners that are risking a lot financially to do things they believe which are right, and they believe that they can make a difference in the game. People that are working in different offices. Yeah, I've taken shots at them. People that are new to the game that we love, but are bringing a skill set that I might not have, that you might not have, that is important for the game. We need to help them to understand certain things that are important in the game that we love and help them. They need to listen. They need to not have that closed mentality, and they need to understand that there are bright, intelligent football minds here. There are bright business people. There are bright football minds. There are bright young boys and girls that love the game and understand certain things, and they should have a voice. Those players also should have a voice at the table. And at that table, I want to see once and for all mums and dads, coaches, technical directors, administrators, club presidents, academy owners, former pros, all at that table once and for all. And we sit down, we listen, we digest, we help one another. Instead of banging each other upside the head continuously, instead of berating each other, instead of calling each other names, instead of saying, you know nothing, I know everything, instead of continuously mocking one another. And I'm guilty of all this. I'm the first one to come out and say, I'm guilty of all this. But it's time to change. When I see a wrong, I'll call it out. When I see a right, I'll call it. But right now, it's time that we need to put all our differences aside. The USA is playing in World Cup qualifiers. We are not. The USA has teams in World Cups in age groups that we do not have. CONCACAF, many nations in CONCACAF, Mexico, USA, Costa Rica, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, Honduras, have all passed us, long gone. We need to start catching up to them. But it starts here, at home, the grassroots level, province by province. So please, everyone has to take blame in the past, myself included, you out there included. But now we're in 2017. Let's all work together, but let's listen. And if I say, when I tweet out, that I believe that different models, different nationalities, things should be taken from them to be put into our coaches in their development, I believe that. Maybe I could be wrong, but I believe that 100%. I have no problem with discussing it, debating it with people that think that they might know more than me, and maybe they do, or maybe they don't. But let's talk about it. Let's debate it. Let's understand how we can all work together and do what's right for the game. It shouldn't be me against you. It should be all of us together.